Okay, so as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm bringing y'all some grungy, smoky, burgundy realness with a pop of color on the lip. Well, not really a pop of color, but something different. So why don't we just jump right into the video and let's get started. So first things first, my eyes are already primed with soft ochre. You guys know the drill. The first color I'm going in with is the Modern Renaissance palette, golden ochre, and I'm just taking a blending brush and using this all over my crease and upper crease, and this is really going to act as a transition shade for the other colors that we're going to go in with today. Next, with the same brush, I'm going into the Mario Master Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and using that shade Isabel, and I'm really going to take my time into building up this color to the intensity that I desire. And at first, at the end of it, I'm going to try and wing out this eyeshadow as well as blending it into the inner and outer corner of the eye. For this look, pretty much I'm going to be using the Mario palette. I'm not going to go in with any other color except for the shade that you saw before. So yeah, just go ahead and keep on blending until you get the color that you desire. Next, I'm going in with Violetta, I believe, which is a nice brown reddish shade. And now I'm taking a more precise brush. I'm sorry that my camera is out of focus right now. It's like really bothering me. I don't know what was up with this video, but for some reason it kept going out of focus. But as you can see, I'm depositing the product onto my crease and then going in with that other fluffier blending brush and blending it out so that there are no harsh lines. And I'm also winging this brown out into, I guess, my brow kind of. And then I'm going to go in with my good old trusty Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to take less than a pea size and apply that onto my lid with my finger, and I'm going to pack that on. And then you're going to see me go in with two shades from the Mario palette, which are both burgundy. One is a little brighter than the other, and I'm going in with Muse and then New York City. So first I'm going to take my my Urban Decay shadow brush that came with the Naked palettes, and I'm just going to pack that first shade, which is Muse, towards the inner corner of the eye, and then I'm going to pack New York City towards the outer corner of the eye. And this is just going to help bring the two shades together that I like. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and blend them all out into the crease so that there are no harsh lines. Then you'll see me take some Fix Plus spray and use, and I'm just going to further intensify the pigmentation and give it more of a metallic-y look, and just apply that towards the inner corner and half of my lid. And then I'm going to go back in with a blending brush and blend everything out. Now it's time for some wing liner, because I feel like I haven't done wing liner in so long. So we're going in with the Inglot gel liner in 77, and I'm going to take a regular pencil brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to start off with the gel and map out my wing liner. Then you'll later see me go in with my NYX Vinyl liquid eyeliner and just go over top of the gel liner. For me personally, I feel like it's easier when I go in with a gel because it's so much easier to clean up. But then I like to go in with a liquid liner just to make sure that gel liner isn't budging anywhere. Even though the Inglot liner is pretty quick at drying, I just feel like that liquid liner gives me that extra oomph and security that my wing isn't going anywhere and it looks as sharp as possible. And this look would not be complete without any lashes. So give me one moment and I will be right back with my Koko Queen Bee's lashes. Now for some inner corner and outer and brow highlight, I'm going in with Forever Lit and Glow Getter from the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone and the inner corner of the eye for that pop. Now for the face. So I'm going to go in with Benefit Porefessional first, just to minimize my pores, and that's really the apples of my cheeks, my nose, and a little bit of the center in between my eyebrows and a little bit on my chin. Now I've already moisturized, but I like to go in with the Becca Prime Filter Primer, and I just like to use this on the apples of my cheek and the outer perimeters of my face. I don't really take this on the center of my face because it gives me more of that extra glowiness. I'm usually a matte girl, but since this winter has been brutal to my skin. It's really made me dry, so I just like to have extra moisture and extra luminosity onto the skin. Which brings me to what I am trying today, my foundation. I'm actually trying an old foundation, which is the Loreal LUMI foundation, and I believe it's in the shade W3. And it's not really a full coverage foundation, but it's definitely buildable. But I like it because, I don't know, I feel like my skin feels a lot hydrated. It's not heavy on the skin. And I'm gonna go in with a Morphe Gunmetal foundation brush. I don't even think it's a foundation brush, it's a powder brush. But before I go in with it, I like to spray my brush with some Fix Plus for some extra moisture and just blend it all out. I'm going in with my Ride or Die concealer, which is a Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Light Neutral. When I went to Ulta, they definitely didn't have all the shades that Tarte offers online. I think it was just the Ulta that I went to. So I kind of want to try something out that's a little less brighter than this one, now that I know that there are more shades. But to be honest with you guys, this is the perfect concealer, the most full coverage, easy to blend out, and super brightening. I love this concealer, hands down my favorite. Next, I'm gonna bake with the RCMA powder, and I'm gonna leave that on not for too long, but just long enough so I can finish powdering the rest of my face. So you see I'm going in with a bigger brush and just dusting that all over my face and then wiping away the bakage. And then to warm up my skin, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder. I'm unsure of this shade, but I'll leave it in the description bar. And I'm just using a Morphe gilded brush just to, you know, give some warmth back into my skin. And then I'm going to go in with a very old bronzer, but it was so affordable. It was when I was working at Victoria's Secret. They were like $3 and it's super glowy, super golden. So I wanted to go in with this and further bronze up my skin and just give me that sun-kissed look. I just want to finish up the eyes, so I'm going in with the Inglot gel liner in my waterline and my lower lash line, and then I'm going to go in with, I believe it's an E22 brush by Morphe, and just smoke that out, and then go in with Isabel from the palette and further intensify and make that lower lash line even more smoky. Because I just can't get enough of this Nicole Guerrero palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to also highlight with this, and I believe the shade I'm going in with is Kitten. It's just the first shade up before Forever Lit, and honestly you guys, this palette is the best. I know inside the pans it may be deceiving, it looks like it's super glittery, super chunky, but when you put it on, it is super creamy, and it just like gives you that nice wet glowy skin look, which I absolutely love. And I feel like this is going to be like my ride or die for the summertime. And now, as you can see, I'm going in with a little bit of Forever Lit just to further intensify that highlight. And now I'm going to go in with a Girl On blush. I'm unsure of what the shade is. I'm going to look back and leave it in the description bar, but it's definitely something I had for a while and I just found in my makeup vanity. And last but not least, we're going to go in with Lipland and Breezy's collaboration with Retrograde. I've been dying to use this shade and I haven't used it, so I figured this look would be perfect for it. I do say that with any liquid lipstick, I like to go in with a chapstick beforehand just to extra hydrate my lips, so that way it doesn't feel as drying. But to be honest with you guys, I really love this lipstick color. And then I'm going to go in with Spotlight, and I'm just going to dust that in the middle of my lips and then blend it out with my fingers just to give it like that nice ombre effect. And then once you're all done, all you need is some Fix Plus spray and you're ready to go. Alright guys, so this concludes this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and I hope it was easy enough for you guys to follow along. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, Facebook, don't forget to mention me on Instagram. All my social media will be listed down below in the description bar, as well as all the products I use. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!